2, 3, 4, hit it.
Welcome to LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Would you sleep with sick women?
I may be pregnant, but I am still a man.
Spank the unruly ones.
It's indecent, it's vulgar, it's blasphemous.
I'm gonna ride you till you can't stand up.
Come on, let's go down.
All right, keep your shirt on.
LoveLine's meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Here's LoveLine with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
All right, it is true. It is us. It is LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. He's a board-certified physician. He's also an addiction medicine specialist. Howdy! I'm looking for some sort of signature calling card to sign on with each night.
So when you don't have anything to say, you can just launch into that.
We've went into
squeal.
that. Yeah. Carrot Top's got the ow, or Polly Shore's. Wait a minute, Polly Shore's got the ow. Maybe it's the inflection. The point is I need something to fall back on. I don't repeat myself that much. I don't have like a joke catalog.
I'm surprised you don't come up with like a long belch or something. That would be sort of your.
I'm going to see if I can work up a fart later on in the show. All right. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number, 310-854-4455. Fly low and avoid the radar. All right. The Sneaker Pimps are going to be in here tonight. New band, getting a lot of airplay from England. This is their debut CD. And people are buzzing about this band. Sort of once in a while, well, not once in a while, quite often these days. I don't want to take anything away from the Sneaker Pimps, but bands come out and they have a unique sound, and the Sneaker Pimps definitely have that, a nice mixture, and people are sort of getting on board with this band. So we have them first. Here on LoveLine, as usual, thanks to the work of the beautiful producer Ann, who's always I saw her giving oral sex to a publicist the other day just to book a guest. And it was one of the neighbors from Small Wonder, too. So, and the point is she will do anything to book a guest on this show. Guests like Margaret Cho tomorrow night. Tom Arnold is going to be in the following night. The following week. Yes, Ann.
What?
You can see Ann moving right for that mic.
What happened? He changed the...
He's a fan of the show. He's looking forward to it. He called in a couple of weeks back. We booked him on the show, and he's got to do something. He'll be in the following week. So just hold your breath there, Drew. Stephen Baldwin will be in, and Tyra Banks next week as well. So a full LoveLine plate.
You think maybe that's what Tom's aiming for?
He probably wants to get to the chair while it's still warm after Tyra sits in it.
I'm just wondering if he just happens to schedule that same night.
Tyra, a big fan of the show, so we hear.
Okay.
So we will see what she's willing to put up with. All right, let's talk to Nancy, who's 14. Nancy?
Nancy, you there?
Drew, this is becoming a sort of a mini trend.
I'm here.
Oh, it is. Hey, hold on. Sherry. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Little coffee warm-up. Nancy?
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm okay.
What's up? You're 14. You got problems?
Yeah. I had sex on Sunday, and it was unprotected, and I got my period when I was doing it, and then now it's, like, gone.
You got your period when you were having sex?
Yeah.
I mean, was that your normal time to have it?
Yeah.
So it caused you to have your period, but it was very short.
It's, like, gone now, and I'm wondering if I could be, like, pregnant or something.
It's certainly a possibility. This was last weekend?
Yeah, it was Sunday.
All right, you're going to have to wait a couple weeks before you have the home pregnancy test done, but you should still do one nonetheless.
Does sex induce periods, Drew?
It can, sure. It can induce mid-cycle bleeding, and it can actually cause a period to kind of come on in if it's just about to. And it shouldn't cause it to slow down or stop, although I suppose that's within the realm of possibilities. And the important thing is that you realize that you can get pregnant even if you are bleeding from your period. It's such a thing, and you should check a pregnancy test in about 2 weeks.
All right, but isn't that unlikely, Drew?
Unlikely, but let me ask you this. Was this the first time you had sex?
No.
You're 14. What's the deal?
I don't know.
Same person?
What?
Same person every time?
No.
Few guys?
2.
2. When did you start? 13 or 14?
14.
Uh-huh. And, geez, I was this close to going for my wallet, Nancy. Should I have been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
I was sexually abused when I was 8 or 9.
Yeah. By a
My mom's friend's son.
yeah, a young person.
How old was the guy?
He was like 11.
Yeah. I don't know why I figured that.
I kind of was getting an inkling something was up too, Drew.
No, but I figured it was a young person, like a peer abuse kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why. You know why? I don't get that incredible sense of inner hostility and anger that I sometimes feel from the people that were abused by parents and things like that.
And I would want to have the baby. I think that I'm really fragile.
Yeah. That's good that you know that, but that's not a good circumstance to bring a child into the world.
You're really fragile in stature?
Yeah.
What? How big are you?
I'm like 5'4" and I weigh 98.
Uh-huh. You eating enough?
Yeah. I eat a lot.
You keeping what you eat?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You just got one of those metabolisms.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
That's not fragile.
That ain't going to last forever. All right. So she's a little petite, but she's all right. And you're probably not pregnant. I'm guessing. That doesn't mean you shouldn't get tested.
But be careful. I mean, the real underlying issue here is why you act out sexually at such a young age. And it's about having been abused and how you feel about yourself as a result of that. And I think if you hold back a little bit and try to find really what it is you want from relationships rather than these immediate physical interactions, I think you'll be more gratified by your relationships, okay?
And the only thing is if I kept it, I would
Okay.
smoke.
All right. Adam, would you please repeat what I just said to her so she hears it?
Hey, Nancy.
Yeah.
You're not at the helm of your own sexual ship. Do you understand? Your vulva is doing the steering. It is at the wheel, and it's like the Flying Dutchman, crazed, laughing. It's going to steer you right into the rocks.
Okay.
So please, you got abused. You know what's going on. You listen to the show, right?
Yeah.
You are one of the people we're talking about. All right. So find a guy, take it slow, use protection, and, don't paint yourself into a corner with a kid and all that kind of stuff at 14.
Well,
I mean, you're talking about keeping the kid if you're pregnant and you're not. Listen, hold on a second, Nancy.
Okay.
Here you are, a young person, 14 seconds. Drew, could you put the mail down, please, in the middle of one of my tirades? Listen, you've never seen such disrespect in your entire life. I go off in the middle of one of my brilliant tirades. Drew sits back and picks up some junk mail and starts leafing through it. No wonder your wife despises you. All right, here's the situation. See, now I've lost my train of thought. I'm back. I'm back on the train. I'm on the caboose, but I'm on the train. You're talking about not wanting to have an abortion. You're talking about if you are pregnant, I want to keep this child. Meanwhile, you're 14 and having unprotected sex. This is a combination for trouble. Do you understand? Because you will be pregnant by 14 and a half or 15 and a quarter or 16 and a third. You will have that child, and then you've painted yourself into a corner in life. You won't be able to finish high school. Forget about college. Forget about a career. You'll just have to marry the alcoholic that knocked you up. All right? Don't do it, Nancy. I'm intervening.
I would give it up for adoption.
Okay, very
All
good.
right, but don't even bother. Then you have someone with your...
No, do not discourage that.
All right, but don't even think that way. I mean, think
don't think
protection.
That way. Yes,
think
I agree.
Protection.
But more power to her for having the courage to live up to that responsibility if she has it.
Right. We'll see if she comes through when she's holding the kid and it's being taken away from her by Sally.
Sally who?
Who's the one from Archie Bunker?
Keller?
No.
The one that wants to feed the children.
We're so retarded. Katie,
now 18. I'm going to think about that all night.
Hi, guys.
Hey. Sally Struthers.
Thank you.
What?
Go ahead.
I kind of have a problem with my sister. She's 2 years younger than me. When I was 15 and she was 13, I took the car out without permission, and she told on me, and I didn't get my license when I was supposed to for about 8 to 10 months. I can't remember exactly. Ever since then, I've been holding a grudge with her, and because of that, and during that time that I didn't get my license, she started high school freshman year, and I was a junior. And what happened was she wanted to be popular, so she talked about me and told everybody about my personal life, what I did with my boyfriend, stuff I did, and I was pretty screwed up when I was 15 and 16 years old. And I've been holding a grudge with her ever since.
Where is she now?
She's right on the other side of the wall. She's probably listening in on
All right. Let's put her on the phone and settle this grievance once and for all.
It's pretty bad. I haven't told you what happened tonight.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
So what I did is I went into her room. I got her journal or her diary, whatever and whatnot, made copies of about 20 pages of stuff that she has done, smoking, doing drugs, sleeping with guys, and whatever and whatnot. And
she's 15?
She is 16 now.
Oh, 16.
And I have been warning my parents for about since November when she took the car out before she got her license too. And my parents didn't believe me. I told them that my friend saw her at a restaurant smoking about 2 months ago.
All right.
They didn't believe me. They said find evidence.
All right.
So you did?
You
distributed it.
You gave it to your parents?
What?
Did you give the evidence to your parents?
Oh, I said there's cigarettes in her purse. Look. And so they looked and they found them.
All right.
They asked her about them. Oh.
All right. Listen, Katie.
Yes.
It's not Judge Wapner and Rusty the Bailiff over here, and the show's only 2 hours long.
Yeah.
What did you do with the copied off papers?
What happened?
I told one person at school, and they spread it around.
The papers.
Not the papers.
What
no.
did you do with the papers?
I have them right here in front of me.
Okay, you have not distributed the papers yet.
Oh, no.
But your parents, do they know about what you found?
Yes.
All right. Is that what she's mad about?
Yes.
And she knows you did this?
Yes.
All right, now hold on 1 second, and let me just hold on for a second, Katie. Let me talk to Drew about this for a second in my chambers.
Yeah, all right, let's go.
Okay, we're in the chamber. It's the magic of radio. First off, I've said this many a time. Don't keep diaries.
Yes.
If you do keep a diary, guys don't keep diaries. You know where a guy's diary is? His hamper. That's how you can tell what a man's been up to. Gym socks spot welded to a pair of boxer shorts. There's what looks to be a pot seed and a roach clip in there. You want to find out what a guy's up to, check the hamper. That is the diary. No lock, no key, no book page, no bookmark.
At least there's guaranteed to be very convincing materials left around the room.
The hamper is the window to the soul.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. The point is, and you girls who insist on keeping these diaries, who we hear about it night after night, you're constantly getting screwed with these diaries. Do what I told you guys to do some months ago. You keep 2 diaries. You keep the one that says you've been studying, you haven't been using the Lord's name in vain, you've been worshiping on Sundays, you've been douching and doing exercises and praising the Lord. And then you keep the one that talks about, shooting up and your 9 abortions somewhere else. Now, you leave this one out. People find it. Your mom is always going to rifle through it if you leave it on top of the desk or even in the desk drawer. She thinks everything's wonderful. This is brilliant, Drew. As a matter of fact, when you buy a diary, there should just come 2. There should just be 2.
Why don't they just sell you one already pre-written?
Now you're thinking, Drew. This is amazing. This is brilliant. It's diabolical. The Adam Carolla pre-done diaries.
Right.
You give us. I'll have like 4. Give us your sex, your age range, and your ethnicity. So I can
your religious proclivity.
Religious proclivity. I don't want to have some Jewish mother stumbling in to find that Jesus is the savior.
That or the Nomi Mo Yengre.
Right. I don't want any Numyo Renge Kyos finding the Jewish one or whatever. That could be trouble. But I will. I'll have 3 or 4, and then what I'll do is I'll leave some blank spaces for you to fill in like one of your best friend's names here. And I'll put a little arrow on it.
It could be like a great Mad Libs, too, at the same time.
Brilliant, Drew. Brilliant. Finally, we're on the same page. All right, so what the hell's going on? Katie.
Yeah.
All right, I hope you heard that. Now, listen. Let's get your sister. Where is she? We got to settle this.
But my question isn't about to settle it with her. My question is, do I have a psychological problem holding a grudge?
You both do.
Yeah, there's something pretty heavy going
She's
on.
screwed up, you're screwed up.
Hey, let me ask you this. Is there alcoholism in your family anywhere? Not necessarily the immediate family, but grandparents, anything like that?
Not that I'm aware of.
Do you know both your grandparents?
Yes. My mom was adopted. So.
And does she have any momentum with alcohol?
No.
All right. Katie.
And by the way, adoption is commonly a positive history for alcohol. It's
All right.
Way
We're
more
too drunk to look after the kids. Katie.
Yeah.
What's your sister's name?
Sam.
Sam? Mm-hmm. All right. What we have to do is get Sam on the phone, and the four of us are going to settle this thing once and for all. There may be a tear shed. There may be some pain and some discomfort, but at the end of 30 seconds, which is all the time we have, everybody, you guys will embrace and promise never to stab each other in the back again. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to work.
I'm telling you it's going to work. Get Sam on the phone.
But
Drew, please, this is good radio.
Right now?
Yes. Go get her on the phone, please.
What if she's sleeping?
Wake her up. Tell her there's no time for slumber. Our relationship is at stake.
This could be really volatile.
Really?
Yeah. Seriously.
Okay, that's good radio, right, Drew?
Yeah.
Hearing like lamps break in the background?
Yeah, this does not feel right.
All right, but how much more volatile? Sam is going to kill Katie in her sleep. Isn't that more dangerous?
She came after me tonight when she got in.
That's my point.
She rushed me. She yeah.
See, that's what I'm picking up on here. There is like violent undercurrents here. There's
a lot of violence. There's a lot of manipulation.
Drew, you pick up on a lot of stuff after people say it.
No, that's why I was saying this didn't.
All right, I'm just being an a-hole. All right, Katie, where is Sam?
I don't want to wake her up. She's gonna kick my ass.
You're 18. You couldn't handle your younger sister?
No, I can't.
What's with all the violence in your family in general? Do your parents hit each other, or they hit you?
They used to.
They used to strike you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what this is all coming from.
All right. So what should they do in 10 seconds, Drew? All right. First off, stop acting out. Leave your sister alone.
See,
Stop going after her.
I am highly suspicious that both these young ladies have addictive potential. The thrill-seeking and the self-will.
They're drama queens. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, boy, you guys going to make some man miserable one day. Oh, Katie, you are going to drive a man totally insane.
Yeah.
All right. So listen, enough acting out. When can you get out of the house?
Anytime.
Can you go to college?
No, I mean for good.
Oh, for good?
Go to college?
Yeah.
You're going away to college?
August, yeah.
You are? All right. But let me talk to you. Lay low until August.
Yeah.
Really?
Just
some distance will help you guys.
Just stay out as much as possible. Leave her stuff alone, and give her a little peace offering. Whatever she's into, bake a couple of cookies and slide them under the door or something, and then just stay out of her. Steer clear.
And you both need to grow up a little bit, and once you have some more maturity, maybe you can come back at this relationship in a more contained way. But realize all this hostility, all this rage, it's not actually directed towards each other. It's towards a parent.
I predict 8 years from now, there's going to be a drunken fist fight at Thanksgiving over at that house. Lisa, 16.
Yes, I have a problem. First of all, my dad's a urologist, so I know what Drew has to go through.
Thank you.
And
what do you have to? Out of curiosity, what is it like from your end? I'm worrying about my kids never seeing me and stuff. Is it a horrible thing?
My dad talks about it all the time.
About medicine?
No, about
urine?
patients. Yes, and it's annoying.
So I do not bring that stuff home.
Any burning sensation, Lisa? Good.
Yes,
Fair
I
enough.
get a lot of crap from my friends.
Does he, when he was young, he's been a urologist for quite a while.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. When you were a child and he told you stories, did he often tailor-make the stories? So, let's say the 3 little bears or the 3 little pigs, but one of them had an inflamed urethra or something like that?
Yeah, kind of.
Did he work that in?
Kind of.
He couldn't have worked that in.
Yeah, he did.
All right, so is your no, I guess your mom wouldn't be jealous if he just handled penises for a living.
He does both.
Oh, he's a gynecologist?
No, but he does it he's a pediatric urologist.
Well, that's unusual.
Really?
That's interesting.
Well, that is fascinating.
Yeah.
Yes, you walk a very fine line when you're a pediatric urologist there. You really got to be careful. Just tell him to wash his hands.
Yeah, I do, actually.
He would be one of these people that probably had to deal with ambiguous genitalia, though, which is something we've talked about occasionally here.
Yeah.
Right. Sometimes they rebuild the genitalia of kids who have.
But, Adam, I think you're really awesome.
Oh, well, thank you. All right, so what is your question?
Oh, God. That just
let the young lady speak.
Yeah, but I mean...
She comes from a intelligent, educated, affluent family, and she thinks I'm a genius. Go ahead, Lisa.
Oh, humanity.
Well, my problem is that this guy came down to visit me, and we got sexually involved, and I guess he ended up, well, it seemed like he kind of used me, but it seemed like he was ignoring me, and I talked to one of his friends, and his friend said that he was a player and that he did this all the time, but then he, said that it was a lie, and then he, quoted that his friend was just joking, so now I don't know who to believe.
Who said it was a lie?
The guy.
The guy said his friend was lying.
Yeah, that he was just joking.
Uh-huh. Well, what did you want him to say? I mean, what did you think he was going to say when his friend said he was a player?
Well, I don't know who to believe now.
All right, listen, you believe the actions. Forget about what either one of them is saying. Is the guy calling you? Is he asking you out on dates? No. All right, that's who to believe. Believe Ma Bell.
Well,
she's not ringing the phone.
They both make sense, kind of.
All right, but listen, Lisa. Because you worship me, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then you know everything that comes out of my mouth is profound truth.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on, Drew's got to go vomit in the trash can.
Drew's cool too.
All right, he's all right now. But let's concentrate on me for a second. All right. Why couldn't I have got this action in high school? All right, we would have made quite a team 15 years ago.
You're acting out in a similar fashion.
Okay, all right. Here's the situation. People's actions are basically what they're thinking. Meaning, they may say 1,000,001 things, but you want to know what they're really thinking? It's what they're doing. It's what their actions are.
He plays with my mind.
All right, he's an idiot. You're way too smart and cute and perky for him. You really are, Lisa. You should find somebody who is just dying, who would crawl over the corpse of their grandparents that was covered with army ants and glass, just to bring you a rose.
Oh.
Well, all right. I don't know if you're going to find that, but
you're going to have to learn about how men operate, and you're going to have to learn to read people.
And let me tell you about it. His buddy, who was telling you he was a player, was telling the truth, and his buddy was trying to get in your pants. You know his buddy likes you.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think he does, or he wouldn't have ratted out Mr. Player. All right.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense, but...
it makes perfect sense.
Stop thinking that way.
Stop thinking that way.
Yeah.
Okay, it makes perfect sense.
No, don't say that, but understand that men don't make sense from women's perspective.
It makes absolute sense. The bottom line is he calling? Is he asking you out? Is he trying to go on another date with you? If the answer to that is no, then that's it. Do not dissect this conversation.
It doesn't, because he had sex with me, why aren't we having a relationship? It doesn't make sense.
Well, it's like, we're running late for break, but it's like you go on a job interview, and they say, yeah, we'll call you in a couple of days. We think you're pretty good, and they never call. Meanwhile, some guy at the office says, yeah, they really like your resume, but they never call. Meanwhile, you get a pretty good feeling about the interview, but they never call. The bottom line is you ain't working there. They're not calling. All right. I'm giving myself a headache tonight. I'm really tired of my own voice. So you're going to have to run the rest of the show.
That'd be nice.
All right. Sneaker Pimps are going to be in here in just a few seconds.
People of Earth, we were going to help you. Yeah, we were. But you don't need our help. No, you don't. You have LoveLine, and you're a bunch of sickos.
This is Mission Control. LoveLine will be right back. We're here with Kelly, Liam, and Chris. They are the Sneaker Pimps.
relatively new on the scene out here. I guess you guys have. You guys are. Oh, hold on a second, Drew. Could you shut the door and come in and sit down and start the show when the show starts? Oh my God! Don't make me go on the. Can you believe we get paid the same amount rant that I finished with last time? But everyone's from England.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
And you guys hooked up in, was it 92?
No, it's actually 95.
Oh, well, it's only 8 years off. But Liam and Chris, didn't you guys know each other for a while? I mean, weren't you mates?
Yeah, I was bumping his sister for a couple of years.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's true.
Really? Is that okay with you, Chris?
that's what we got on.
Didn't bump me. I didn't mind that.
I got to move to this England. Here, you get shot at by brothers when you have sex with your sister.
He was older bully type character.
I was 16, he was 13.
So what could you do?
I did see it for 7 years. So it was,
really? It was very respectable.
Yeah. And then it was a family kind of thing.
You treated her right.
I came around for Sunday curries at his house, and it was all very amicable.
Don't be offended by this observation.
It just all sounds so civilized. I can't stand it.
But here's the thing I just thought about in England. Indian food is very big in England. I've never been to England. I had a girlfriend who's from Hounslow who came out here and was a stripper and then moved back. I sent her back to Hounslow. But the point is
she any good?
She was good at a lot of stuff, but she was a little bit crazy. And she was extradited back to England.
It was a perfect match.
Thank you, Drew. Now, enough commentary. Shut his mic off, Engineer Mike. Here's my point. And she was the worst cook in the world. My stripper girlfriend. Not only being a stripper, which is one strike against you in the kitchen, she also was from England, which made her horrible cook as well. And she boiled everything. I give her a slab of bacon, she'd throw it in a pot of boiling water.
I have to stop you. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's
America, the land of, if it's massive, it's all right.
Yeah.
We like hearty portions here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how it's cooked. It's just as long as you actually absolutely inundate it with food.
But not just food, but also different things all mixed together, right?
Yeah.
I was in England and asked for a ham and cheese omelet, and they thought...
And that's what you got?
You want a ham omelet and a cheese omelet. No, ham and cheese. What? In the same omelet?
Right.
Just unbelievable. Couldn't conceive of it.
Yeah, America is really, America is the only place where you get to, like, design your own food when you go to a restaurant. They have, like, build your own omelet, build your own burger, and you go...
Which is a terrible idea.
You gotta,
Imagine if everything was like build your own record. I mean, the public would make terrible records.
Yeah, I know, but then you belch, you tip the producer, and you walk away happy. But the point I was going to say is you're boiling everything in England, right? You take like a whole sheep's head and put it in a boiling water, and that's it. But then one night a week it's curry night, which is really bizarre because
kebab night.
This wasn't Indian curry for a start.
Oh, it wasn't Indian curry?
Wow. Creole.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
From Seychelles.
All right. Well, listen. Let's not go. It's not a cooking show.
No, it's food of love. That's what we're talking about.
The band is here in the States. You guys just played a couple of shows in L.A. You're moving on to San Diego and Phoenix, or is it Phoenix and San Diego? I'm guessing.
Whichever.
You're gonna love Arizona, and it's just like England.
This time of year, especially.
And everything's going great. And here's what I want to do. I want to play the Sneaker Pimps song because they are new, and everyone should know this song, but they may not necessarily know the band. So we'll play the song, and they'll go, "Oh, it's them." All right. Is it queued up, Engineer Mike? What song is it? Oh, okay.
What's it called?
6 Underground.
Okay.
And here it is.
Take me down, 6 underground, the ground beneath your feet. Laid out low, nothing to go, nowhere to lead.
Sneaker Pimps off of their debut CD, Becoming X. And now you know the Sneaker Pimps because I'm sure you've all heard that song before. Not you guys. I know you guys have. All right. So the band is relatively new.
Yeah.
And having a fair degree of success pretty early on, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, we're really excited about it.
And you're going to tour the States here for a while, and then it's back to England for some festivals?
We've actually, we've been here for about 6 weeks now, so we're going to be shooting off after San Diego, which is in a couple of days.
Is this your first trip out here?
We've been over for a short promotional tour about a month ago.
Yeah, but this is our first sort of headline.
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
And where have you been thus far?
God, all over.
Everywhere.
East Coast, West Coast,
Atlanta,
Canada.
all the way up the East Coast to Montreal, and then Detroit over to.
What are your observations? Please be offensive. That's fine.
I'd like to be.
I want to hear like ugly, stinking Americans.
Right, Milwaukee,
Salt Lake
City. Right, Burnham.
Didn't like it. No. Well, we feel that way too. California, especially Los Angeles, is like its own. I was going to say own state, but its own country. We're very elitist here. We don't look at Utah and Milwaukee as part of the country that California is in.
The worst
so
thing
go ahead and say what you want.
I mean, in Salt Lake City, I was so offended. We went to a restaurant and we ordered one bottle of white, one bottle of red, and we said, can we have a
go across the street?
Well, just a glass of each on one table, and they said,
Talking about wine.
Wine, yeah. Sorry, you can't have one glass of red and one glass of white on the same table.
Really?
Yeah, it's state law. It looks like you're being indulgent.
Really?
My God, do you want me to wank off on the...
I know they have some strange things, but I thought they were sort of limited to sodomy and adultery and things like that. I didn't know they had to do with table wine.
I really like Salt Lake City. I like it better than LA.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
It's a beautiful city.
It's weird.
Beautiful city.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Well, look, let's either bash it or praise it, but let's get on the same page.
Opinion.
Praise it.
All right,
Bash it.
we have to. All right, you guys. I see you guys have the white wine. Would you like some red, or did producer Ann say that wasn't kosher here?
Where's the red?
I don't know. Do we have any?
Red be good.
Okay, we'll see if.
But not on the same table.
We'll mix it. Yes. All right, we're going to break. Drew, sell the hell out of the next call because that will be who we'll talk to when we come back.
Start out with Peter, who's 19, who is trying to solve the eternal question of how to take a friendship to a relationship and not ruin the friendship.
Okay.
Here's LoveLine before deworming. Here's LoveLine after getting fixed. Here's LoveLine chewing out its stitches. Here's LoveLine dragging its butt across the carpet. Bad LoveLine. Bad LoveLine.
LoveLine has been bad, and we'll be right back.
All right, here with Chris, Liam, and Kelly, all from the Sneaker Pimps. As a matter of fact, that's all of them. That's all the Pimps, right?
Well, there's another two as well on stage.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, drums and bass.
Where the hell are they?
They're not officially signed members, but we see them as band members now.
Well, they have to tour around with you, right?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Yes.
You let them ride in the bus with you and everything, or do they have to?
They're
I think they
good
have
friends.
girlfriends tonight. They're all sniffing American ladies.
Oh, really? Yes. I'd like to do a little of that. All right. Well, there's plenty of that. Liam, are you unattached?
My goodness, what a bizarre question.
You married?
No.
You're not going out with Chris's sister anymore?
Not anymore, no, not at all.
No. Okay.
And Chris wears the wrong eyeshadow for me.
Okay. Oh, are you gay?
No,
he's not gay.
No. You like girls?
I don't. Yes, very nice.
Okay. I don't want to pry, but it's the nature of the show and it's part of my job. I have to do it.
I have no secrets.
All right. So
answer the question.
So, are you looking to meet someone here while you're on the road, perhaps?
This is
my problem is that I tend to be fairly introvert about my relationships.
Oh, so you just don't talk about them?
No, I don't. No, I'm personal and private about things like that.
I respect that.
No, you don't.
No, I'm still thinking gay. True? No. All right. Chris, you willing to talk about your sexual
Absolutely,
exploits?
yes.
You attached?
Yes,
Do you
he
have a
does.
girlfriend?
Not really.
No.
On and off.
On and off. And back in England?
Anywhere. Everywhere.
All right. So you're here. You're free to meet women.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. And Kelly, you free to meet boys?
No, I'm fully attached to a very nice Canadian chap.
Oh, really?
Big lumberjack guy.
And is he? Where does he live?
Bill, we live together, me and Bill, in London.
Okay. You're not married though.
No, we're not married.
Any kids amongst you?
Oh, no.
Just us.
Yeah.
Yeah, just me and Chris. Yeah.
Good. All right. So everyone is sort of semi-unattached, with the exception of Kelly. And she shouldn't be screwing around on the road anyway, but you guys should be sowing your oats here. All right, Peter.
What? Is that double standard?
Oh, it's not ladylike, please. Peter, 19.
Hi there. Long-time listener, first-time caller?
Thank you.
No problem, Adam. I got a bit of a question. I graduated from high school last year, and I have a friend who's graduating this year. And since I went away from home, we've gotten really close, and over the phone or whenever I go home and stuff like that. And I'm starting to think there's potential for some sort of a relationship there. And I don't know if would be wise to go about, to try and further any sort of relationship. I'm worried about maybe hurting the friendship somehow, and I was wondering how to deal with that.
Do you guys live, do you say you live in the same town now?
No, I've gone away to school. And
she's not going to go to that same school, is she?
No.
So it's kind of a rough way to start a relationship, particularly if you want to sustain the friendship eventually. If you're going to be leaving, that's going to make it awkward for you. It's going to make tough feelings between you. I mean, don't you want to go back to school and just sort of reconnect with your peers there? And have a life separate from your hometown?
I'm guessing he's a little bit short on peers in college. Peter, are you?
This is a bit unfair.
No, I spend every weekend drunk at a party, so don't worry about that.
You're right, but that doesn't mean and masturbating.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that you're connected.
Vomiting, in your own naked lap. No, I mean, but if Peter had plenty of women and was swinging like a pendulum in college, he wouldn't be pining for the girls.
That's not true, is it? Sometimes something takes...
You guys are way too mature.
No.
They're way too mature.
Actually,
what does that make you?
Actually, no. I went through that whole, swinging like a pendulum thing in high school, and I've kind of gotten, I guess, grown tired of it. Is that possible to grow tired of
it can swing too much sometimes. Yeah.
That's what I feel like tonight.
The metaphor's a bit complex for me. A pendulum.
Swinging like a medallion. Swinging like a kipper.
Swinging like a kipper, exactly.
One to the other. But
well, anyway, all right, so, Peter, so you do have genuine feelings for this girl.
I think so. And,
it is a girl we're talking about.
I hope so.
Okay.
Or somebody's been playing a cruel joke.
All right, so you've played around, you've seen other women, and you like her the best.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, then you have our blessing, but keep in mind, you starting something up and then moving away is going to be difficult.
Long distance.
Well, see, I'm always going to be on the move, just because of what my my career field is, and so it'll always be a problem of moving around. And
what is your career?
Driving a truck?
No, I'm a cross-country driver. No, I'm an interpreter.
Oh, really?
Interesting. For what languages?
Hungarian and Ukrainian.
All right, let me speak a little Hungarian to you for a second, Peter. We'll see if you can translate.
All right.
All right. Neofai Popnuk.
You're not speaking Hungarian, Adam.
Yes, I am.
Try it again.
Neofai Popnuk.
Neofai Puppy Peepa Puppy Fuppy Pop. Doesn't that mean something?
Sounds like American to me.
You started to say that. You were saying what's the pain, and then you started talking about poppy fa.
All right, well that means something in Hungarian.
And fa means wood.
Right.
So what's the pain with the wood? But there's no poppy.
It's like a Hungarian tongue twister. It means the priest has a priestly wooden pipe or something like that.
Wait. Mia fire poppy fa. They are poppy fa. Mia fire poppy.
That's what I wanted to say.
Oh my God.
Well, then now I'm totally convinced. I'm so embarrassed.
For once, our Hungarian listeners are all standing up and cheering at once. Finally, some Hungarian on the show. No, I speak fluent Hungarinese.
Hungarinese, yeah, exactly.
All right, Peter.
There seems to be some idea that relationships can't exist over a distance.
Well, I think that.
But that's not really his question. His question is, would he be sacrificing the friendship to go for the relationship? And as with any risks in relationships, I mean, it's hard to go back from intimacy to friendship. But if there really is that potential for intimacy, that could ruin the friendship too if they don't pursue it. Somebody's going to get frustrated or angry at it not being more fulfilled.
And but I mean, here's my take with the ruining the friendships. The friendships are a dime a dozen. How often do you get a chance to get laid?
Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host. Thank you and good night.
I mean, you can always find a friend. Hell, if you have a bag of pot, you can find friends. I think long-distance relationships are fine as long as the people are in the sort of position to pull it off, meaning...
they're not in college.
Yeah, when you're 18 and you're 19 and you barely have a car that'll make it down to the corner for a six-pack, you can't get out of town, you don't have the money for airfare.
There's a lot of professional people who do live kind of and do things across oceans.
That's the point. That's
professional people. That's my point. When you're, Jane Fonda and what's his name? Ted Turner, you can do it because he'll just summon the Learjet and you guys will meet in Cannes for the weekend and have a romantic getaway. But when you're borrowing Dad's Impala just to go around the block and the boyfriend's cross country, it's difficult. I mean, these two may not hook up for a long time.
It could be the distance that makes him sort of think he likes her so much as well, because he doesn't see her every day and all
But it's
that
only
stuff.
since he's been back, though, that he's into it.
Give it a try. I think it'll be doomed. Amanda, 13.
Hi, my dad does pot, and he's been doing it for a while, but I found out about it last year. And, I mean, it kind of scares me to know that I'm in the same house as there's pot, and there can, the police can, come in, just a matter of minutes, and I can, be taken away from him, and...
That's not going to happen.
Not with pot.
Not really.
But understand her fear. Yeah. Right? Have you told him that?
No, I'm afraid to bring it up to him because I don't want him to get mad.
Why would he get mad at your fear of him being taken away from you?
Because if I bring up that, if I say to him, Dad, I found out that, because he doesn't know that I know that he does pot.
Yeah.
How did you find out?
Well, when I remember, because I would, flash back that I remember him, I would, walk into his room and he wouldn't want me in there, and I'd walk in there and I'd see, him having a pipe in his mouth, and then I would just, walk out and he wouldn't see a thing, and then,
Well, how old were you?
I was, 7.
Well, that was 6 years ago.
Yeah, but I remember it. And then, just last year, I found out about, what pot looked like, from friends. And
all right, but look, you're not saying to him, don't smoke pot, or I hate you because you smoke. What you're saying, I'm afraid that you're doing something illegal and people are going to take you away from me.
I have this overwhelming desire to take Amanda and just smoke pot. No. I want to take Amanda and I'm going to pull her out and raise her in a lab and never to be exposed to the reality of society and the evils that lurk in the shadows. I mean, this is great. We never get this. We have 13-year-olds calling up saying, I'm looking to score some X this weekend because I'm going to be having a gangbang over at the house and my dad's videotaping.
I think possibly the problem is that with kind of drug education is that pot seems to be going to put amongst the rest of the stuff.
Right.
And of course, pot is as close as tobacco as you can get. And you see someone,
no.
Yeah, of course.
It's certainly
but close to alcohol. Though.
It certainly is benign compared to heroin and many other harder drugs. And the problem with the education system out here, at least, and you guys can tell us if it's any different in the UK. Here, they just go, drugs are drugs. Evil is evil. It's black and it's white. If your dad's smoking a little pot to unwind on the weekends, it's just as bad as him selling junk at a park.
Zero tolerance.
Yeah, in England, it's like drunkards cause fights. Pot smokers go home and sleep.
This is my long lost brother. All right, I need you to keep. When you go back to England, I need you to get a radio show and work that.
I find cannabis really embarrassing. I don't smoke it at all. But nevertheless,
right. When you're not having sex, you're never high. Is that what you're saying?
I don't smoke it at all.
My dad smoked pot. My dad smoked pot for a long time, and I think that. I certainly used to steal it off him, and smoke it, and that was cool, and it didn't seem to do me any harm. I think that, maybe when she gets to 16, she'll find it an advantage if she can.
Well, listen, there is such a thing as marijuana addiction, and you only have about a 50% or less probability of inheriting that biological predisposition from your father. So, to the extent that we're endorsing kids to do that and possibly get into some serious trouble, I'm very concerned. But let me hang on. But for Amanda, let me answer Amanda.
We gotta go to break
Just
here.
2 seconds. I could have answered it already, for Christ's sake.
I think marijuana is crap. I never smoked it. I smoked it.
Boring.
When I was at
I liked
college. I smoked it a few times at college, and I thought it was boring.
Amanda, your dad needs to hear about the consequences of his behavior. You're not
She'll be
telling
here
him.
after the break, Drew, please. All right, everyone, just relax. We're late. All right, everyone.
Ernie, the world's fastest drummer for LoveLine. Hi, when I'm not drumming, up a storm. What was the rest of it? LoveLine will be right back. If it's not, sue me or something.
We're the G spot on your radio dial.
Oh, yeah, right there.
LoveLine on 102.7.
Oh.
WEBN, Cincinnati.
Dreadfully late for our little 10-second affiliate identification. The Sneaker Pimps are here tonight. It's Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. The show's LoveLine, and we'll be back in 10 seconds.
This is LoveLine on
Radio Station.
WEBN, Cincinnati.
Yes, indeed. Phone number for LoveLine, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Nomyo, Renge Kyo, and a Neophyte Pupnuk Puppy 5-1.
And our caller is gone now. Thank you, Adam.
Drew's very upset.
Let me finish.
Let me reset, because I know good radio, Drew.
Radio don't
people think we hate each other. We really do love each other.
No connection.
Our caller called up. She was 13 years old. She'd seen her father smoking marijuana when she was younger, and now suspects that he's still at it, is scared that the authorities are going to intervene, take her away, kicking and screaming from the house, and that he's going to lose his job, and all other consequences. Drew is here to put you at ease. Go ahead, Drew.
All right. That addiction is defined as ongoing and progressive use in the face of consequence. And things that significantly affect people you care a lot about And in spite of that, you continue using, that is addiction. So for him to come up against a consequence, that is to say, an understanding that he's harming his daughter emotionally just by virtue of him creating a fantasy that he's going to be taken away, it's very traumatizing to a young person.
She creating a fantasy.
His behavior is creating a fantasy in her.
No, society's prejudice against his behaviour is causing a fear in her. Not his behaviour or her behaviour, really.
His behavior, whatever the context, he needs to know that he's causing a consequence.
Yes.
And if in spite of that consequence, his harming his daughter emotionally, he continues, that's addiction. And if he's abusing, he'll stop. He'll
That's
stop
choice. Surely that's choice. If you're doing something that you believe to be...
If he knows it's wrong,
if he knows that
and you can...
But you're saying if he knows it's wrong, maybe it's not wrong, and maybe if his daughter understands that it's not actually wrong.
Understand that addiction is continued use in the face of consequence.
Yes, I agree with that, but it depends on the consequence, and it depends on the person who's using what they're using. You can't
here, let me intervene here. As the voice of reason, hold on a second, you two.
Smoke in the park.
It's a clash of the titans here. Let reason prevail for a second here. That being me.
Oh God, we doomed.
What Drew is saying, and I'll define your definition of addiction in layman's terms. If you're getting drunk every night and showing up to work late in the morning, and your boss says, "Hey, you do it again," and you're fired, and you go out drinking that night, that's addiction.
Yeah.
Because it's ruining your job. You're going to lose your livelihood. Your boss warned you, and you continue to drink. Now, what Kelly is saying is just because someone disapproves, even if it's a family member, of what you're doing, it may not be addiction. You may have to explain to them, listen, Daddy does smoke a little marijuana. Daddy never does it at work. Daddy never does it when he's driving. Daddy doesn't do it when he's taking you to the Girl Scout meeting. Daddy does it at night when he's watching bad TV because Mommy won't give Daddy any sex, and Daddy needs to escape. Now, if he can sufficiently explain that to her, and she becomes at ease with it and says, okay, this is like having a glass of sherry, which my friend's dad does at night when he gets home from work, then everything's fine. Yeah. If she is still upset by it, then he needs to go out and smoke on the porch and not let her know.
I think the worst thing, the most bizarre thing is that how do you actually categorize the levels of addiction amongst various kind of substances, whether it be alcohol or food or whatever? I mean, everyone has a certain kind of compulsion to a product.
Is it screwing up your life? And that's what Drew is saying.
Food can screw up someone's life.
Yes.
Pardon me?
Food can screw up someone's life.
Absolutely. But, then it's a problem.
But it doesn't.
Then you have to stop.
Yes, it does affect
hang on.
people as well.
There can be compulsion with food, but addiction always progresses. Always.
I doubt your definition of addiction, because I don't believe that.
The definition.
I think physiological addiction.
I believe in. The definition is. This is it. This is not like. This is what's in the medical.
You want to get the dictionary out?
It is.
Go get the dictionary.
A complex biological disorder with a genetic basis. The hallmark is progressive use and/or preoccupation in the face of adverse consequence. Adverse consequence is impairment of relations, work, financial, legal, and health.
Someone read,
and then finally, number 3 is denial. There has to be some component of denial.
So say if someone read a Mr. Man book or like a book compulsively over and over again and affected all the kind of relations, is that addiction?
Compulsion. It doesn't progress.
I'd say if it progressed.
What if it progressed? What if you read it 10 times a day and you moved on to 15 times a day?
Yeah.
It will.
Drunken Liam has outwitted a sober Drew. Once again, the English have prevailed.
You understand that the progressivity of it is a pharmacological progression. Okay, it's relation to pharmacological substances. There are thrill-seeking behaviors, and there are foods, and there are relationships.
All right, hold on. Let me just say intervene here and say this isn't England where they only have one station they could listen to, and they're damned. They have many they can switch to, and many of them are if this goes on much longer. I think everyone made their point adequately, and people who are listening can make their own minds up and hopefully agree with me. Amanda, 18.
Hi.
Hey.
I was wondering if me being raped when I was 5 and me being raped when I was 7 years old by my brother-in-law and being sexually harassed by my uncle when I was 10,
And
Whatever you're going to say to follow this.
Yes.
Yes.
Unless it has to do with soft swirl ice cream. Anything other than that, yes. But go ahead.
not having, like, to be able to be around guys that easily.
Yes.
Yes. I didn't even know what she said. Yes. What do you feel around guys?
Not being able to be around them, that easily.
Well, of course. It's like if you were attacked by bears on 10 different occasions, would you feel uncomfortable around bears?
Yeah.
Naturally. That's the way humans are. It's a great defense mechanism. It's how you survive. You learn, it has been etched into your psyche that men equal abuse and pain.
And unfortunately, what people tend to do is act out that fear in ways that make them feel as though they're in control or in power over men. Women with that kind of feeling will become strippers and that sort of thing as a way of acting this out, and they end up hating men typically.
Do you hate...
what's really funny is that's what I want to be when I grow up.
You want to be a stripper.
Yeah.
Which is typical of women that have this sort of feeling that you're having.
I wanted to be an astronaut stripper, which is a little twist. I had ambitions, many ambitions. All right.
Give me some credit for that one.
Oh, her wanting to be a stripper? Everyone, give Drew some credit. He's feeling rather trounced upon tonight.
Yeah, since I whipped his argument last
Yeah, you took all the life out of him, Leah. All right. Drunk and limey with no education. Just whip the crap out of Drew. Oh, my
no
God.
Education.
Right.
No education, I contend.
Oh, you do have education?
Yeah, decent philosophy degree, I think, is a worthwhile thing.
Sorry, my
philosophy or art, was it?
Joint.
Drew, would you carry the show for a second? My mic is not working here.
There you go. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
You moved it to the other side of the room. What do you want me to do? I'll get a back spasm.
Fixed it for you now.
What's that bag on the bottom of your microphone?
It's got like a scrotum on the bottom of his microphone.
This is my Crown Royal sack.
Okay.
Certainly you're familiar with this. It is...
wait, the mic's off now.
Mike, next time you fix the mic.
Now it's off again. I had it fixed before.
Oh, God.
What's it for?
Test, 1, 2.
This is beautiful.
You want to be special, don't you?
It was fine until Engineer Mike came in here.
Oh.
All right. I'm going to have to hire a monkey to hold the cord while I speak. I was right in the middle of one of my great analogies when Engineer Mike came in here.
What's the Crown Royal?
The Crown Royal sack. A Crown Royal is... do you know what Crown Royal is?
No.
It is a very expensive liqueur here.
Oh.
It is...
That would taste awful then.
It comes in a bottle that's like worth $18 itself, and then it's like $40 for a small thing of Crown Royal. It comes in this beautiful velvety sack, and when we have calls that are delicate in nature, I will take the Crown Royal sack, the velvety Crown Royal sack, and slip it over the end of the microphone to filter out the harsh verbiage that I sometimes use.
Absolutely obscene anecdote. I feel quite ill.
Please vomit in the direction of Drew. What the hell were we talking about?
Go to line 1. Let's go.
Oh, line 1, yes. I swear I had something. All right, we're going to cut you off the sauce. You keep up with that.
Who, me?
No, Nathan.
Yep.
What's going on with you?
Well, let's see. First off, I want to say thanks for having me on. I came up here to college in August of last year, up to San Jose, and since then I've actually been able to discover who I really am and, things about my sexuality and whatnot. But now I have to go home for the summer for 3 months, and I have to face my parents, and I'm scared because I don't know how to tell them that I'm gay.
Do you have to tell them right now?
It would make it easier, I believe.
In what way?
Well, that way I wouldn't have to run around and hide from them.
Have you talked to peers who've gone through this?
I've talked to a few people, but...
I think you need to really... why force yourself into that? You're going to be away from them, living away from them anyway. Why don't you wait until you have enough support to fall back upon in case the reaction is not what you want?
Have you had contact sexually with a man, Nathan?
Yes, I have.
Has your behind been broken?
Well, so to speak.
It has.
You are so vulgar.
Finally. Hey, this is coming from the guy who used the F word 10 seconds ago.
This man wears a Makita Power Tools cap.
Thank you.
Imagine what it's like in bed.
I'll tell you, one thing I've done is I got the Makita cordless drill once, and I hooked up a feather duster attachment to it and went at it with a young lady. She was quite amused.
Wow.
Best $50 I ever spent. All right, Nathan.
Yes.
You've had butt love then?
You've been rude.
Well, no, I'm doing an informal poll because a lot of gay callers we have on the show have not engaged in that act. It's an oral thing, and
why are you so intrigued in doing this?
Did you really want to get to the bottom of this on the air?
Yeah,
Drew?
I do.
It could get scary.
So even
I'm listening.
At the bottom of this,
I'll be in your bottom in 10 minutes.
Well, yes, I have.
All right, you have. Okay. I am with Drew, but we'll ask the Sneaker Pimps. Here's our contention on this show, or our theory. Why burden your parents or anybody, your employer...
Yourself.
No.
Yeah, why? They're the people that are going to get hurt if they don't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why tell somebody something that they could potentially use against you if you don't need to tell them at this juncture?
Because
you know what I'm
society
saying?
does. Society, the more people who hold back from letting things like that be known, I think then the more people can say this doesn't happen much. Only sort of weird people do this.
Right.
And so the more sort of people in college or in good jobs who are gay or do like to do things slightly off-centre, the more people who actually admit that and bring that into an everyday part of life, and the more people stop seeing it as a freaky, horrible thing.
It is true, and I do agree with you that from a whole societal sort of theoretical standpoint, if everyone would just come clean with everything, we would live in a more relaxed, accepting society. But from an individual standpoint, he's liable to come back, tell his folks, his parents are liable to cut him off or have some horrible reaction. Now he's got to drop out of college and do gay porn. Oh, yes.
How conservative are his parents? That's the question.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing they're going to react harshly, or he wouldn't want to tell them.
Well, yeah,
kind of
that's
interesting.
exactly it. See, I told him, I was talking to him about my friends, and a lot of my friends are gay, and my dad gave me this conversation with, he was telling me how morally wrong it is, and he wanted to make sure my friends weren't influencing me, and basically,
Right, but
that's how they're going to look at this whole thing, is that you were converted to this.
Yeah, well,
no matter what you do, that's what they're going to.
That's even more reason to tell them and make sure that they understand that that he wasn't taken into a corner and tied up and raped by these people.
Exactly.
It's his
Nathan,
choice.
there will be a time when you must have that conversation. Of course, you want them to know you for who you
Does
are.
he feel like
But at 19, after his first year away at college, before he's developed a real solid network of friends, I would discourage you until you really are clear in who your friends are, that you've got some good relationships that you can fall back upon for support. If this is probably going to be an ongoing process.
I disagree entirely. I think you're kind of going along with a conservative idea of.
I am not.
Sexuality.
I am not. I am totally in disagreement with society's intolerance of this stuff. However, these are his parents, and this is a 19-year-old who could be hurt by this.
Yeah, but
He's been hurt by it now. He's been hurt by the fact that he's got to keep that side of himself away. He can't talk about his close relationships.
Do you know who the most highest incidence of completed suicide in this country is carried out by?
Parents
Lesbians?
of gay people.
Teenage homosexual males.
Certainly. In which case, they should have more confidence.
Exactly.
But he may be a martyr for the cause.
Stupid kind of.
You're being idealistic. If society already were where we all think it should be, then of course.
But how does it get there? How does it get there?
Not by sacrificing 19-year-olds.
Hey, Engineer Mike, shut everyone's mic off for just 1 second. I'm going to talk to Engineer Mike. You idiot. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, Mike, I want to take this. Drew's full of piss and vinegar tonight. And he's in rare form because he usually is napping, and I have to poke him with a stick in order to get him to interact with the guests. You guys have somehow brought out the fire and brimstone that lies deep within
This
Drew.
guy's an asshole.
All right, please, Drew. Blue, keep the mic off, Engineer Mike. Here's what I'm saying. Just get some of this stuff on a cart so I can have fun with
You're
it.
fat.
Thank you. Later on. All right? All right. Now we can continue the debate. We got to turn. All right.
What does Nathan think? Let's hear his point of view.
Nathan.
Yes.
All right. Well, what do you think?
Well, see, I really wanted to tell him so that the fact was when I went back down there, I wouldn't have to, run around, because I do enjoy not just the sexual company of men, but just all the company of men,
Let me ask you a real honest question, Nathan.
Yes.
You sort of admit that your parents are a little bit uptight and a little bit oppressive.
Yes.
And they were that when you were growing up.
Just a little.
Is there a little of this that's a bit of an FU to Pops?
Oh, no, not at all.
No.
Actually, I had even a hard time admitting it to myself,
Right, but is there a part of you that kind of wants to say, listen, your worst nightmare, and here it is, F you? Do you know what I mean? Just a little vengeance here?
There could be, but I haven't actually, I've never considered it a reason why I was gay.
Not a reason
why you're gay, but a reason why you want to tell them.
Oh.
Because that's what I'm hearing, and that's not a great reason to tell them.
No,
because
I'm not
your dad is going to flip a lid. His toupee is going to come flying off and stick to the ceiling fan.
Yeah, I know they're going to freak out.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. And listen, I'm trying to make some. I'm trying to be like Billy Carter, I'm trying to be like Kissinger here between Drew and the guest.
When you were 19.
And I'll agree with both of you, which is with. Yeah, you guys have your own forum over there? We'll have to have a radio talk off the air again. All right, here's what I want to say. Yes, I do agree with the ban to the extent that people should not cower in the shadows of the judgment that others cast upon them. On the other hand, I agree with Drew in the sense that his parents, he admitted, are very uptight and are going to have a harsh reaction, and he needs them right now. Because he's away and he is relying on them, and he may get cut off.
Perhaps it's time for him now, though, in his mind, to be an adult with them as adults and say, look, I do need you, but I need you to know me. And perhaps it would do him much better for himself and his self-esteem to know that at least he explained to them who he actually was. And if they do flip out and all that, well, then at least he'll know in his head that he's doing something that he had the guts to admit to them he was doing, and he believes to be right.
It may be better for him, but practically he may have to drop out of college if his dad disowns him. And I would wait another 2 or 3 years to graduation.
Isn't that prostitution of your morals just to get through?
No, listen, you do drugs, you masturbated, listen.
Hey, hang on, not on your show, I don't. What are you talking about,
really?
pal?
I thought I saw your arm.
I don't do drugs.
Here's the point. We all did things we all did things in high school or college or what have you that we didn't tell our folks about because they would have freaked out.
You're not talking about some kind of little bit of joint smoking. We're talking about
someone's lifestyle,
kind of decision about
who they want to love and who they want to be with.
All right, but I'm saying you guys are taking a moral high ground here.
Okay.
You with me, Chris?
I'm not.
I think it's
Chris, let's start our own band.
No, it's me and you.
There seems to be an orthodox idea of sexuality entirely. About the idea that the kind of everyone's homosexual. Everyone's heterosexual, and homosexuality is somehow a kind of fringe idea, which and
you
know that is kind of difficult, and you should edge it in. That's rubbish. You shouldn't edge it in at all. You should just say what you want.
It doesn't have to say it at this point.
All right, but it's here's what. Here's what I would like.
You say, I'm going to wait for you.
He may also be withholding what his career choices are for a couple of years.
All right, we have to go to break. I would end it with this. I worked with a bunch of born-again Christians.
Born-again Christians.
Born-again Christians. Born-again Christians. These guys carried Bibles with them when I was working construction. It was 8 of them and me. I'm a devout atheist.
You're the Antichrist.
But I didn't, and I feel fairly strongly about my disbeliefs. But the point is, all right, now we'll let Liam in the band, Chris, all right? When we form our, okay. But the point is I had to show up and work with these people every day, and I didn't get up there and say, I'm an atheist, because it would have been hell on me to deal with these people. I didn't go to prayer meetings with them, and I didn't kiss their butt or denounce my beliefs or disbeliefs, but but I certainly didn't go and broadcast it because it would have been a horrible environment for me then. Then when I got out of that environment, I hung out with my atheist friends, and we made fun of God.
But your mum and dad aren't born.
All right, we got to go to break. More fun with the Sneaker Pimps after this.
LoveLine will be right back. LoveLine will be right back after we kill the singer.
Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry.
Hi, this is Warren Kukurula.
And I'm Simon LeBon from Duran Duran. You're listening to Love Lines with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
All right, we're here with Chris, Liam, and Kelly, all from the Sneaker Pimps on an interesting LoveLine show. Drew, his dander has gone up, which is very rare.
No.
Did you get a chance to see his dander? Liam and Drew have been locking antlers like a couple of, male longhorned sheep, deciding who's...
isn't it?
It's fun. I'm having a good time. And this is what this show's about. Good, healthy debate on topics, and the people listening can decide which angle they want to go with. All right, but I'll tell you what. Why don't we change gears here and get back to the music a little bit? Becoming X is the name of the Sneaker Pimps' debut CD, and because they've been such fun and lively guests tonight, we are going to play another song off of that CD. This one is called, what the hell is it?
Spin, spin,
Can you
sugar.
read?
Yeah, spin, sugar. Well, look, please, would you look at this? There's a junk all over this CD. It's written in Hungarian, I think, and the lettering is the size of the end of a pin. All right, so this one is called Spin, Spin, Sugar.
It's your
I've seen attention see through me. I want perfection. I'm really, I'm never lost. Sticks in me. I'm never lost. Sticks with me. Call on me. Spin, spin, sugar. Crawl on me. Spin, spin, sugar. Sticks on me. Spin, spin, sugar. Twist on me. Spin, spin, sugar.
Spin Sugar from the Sneaker Pimps off of Becoming X, which is their, I shouldn't say latest CD. It's our only CD as far
It's
as...
our first CD.
First CD.
Album.
First album. Even though it comes in a CD form. And the first of many, I'm sure. You want to talk about the Saint soundtrack for a moment? No. Good, me neither.
The soundtrack's great, yeah.
Yeah, was it cool to be on that? I mean, were you surprised, flattered, excited, disappointed? What were you?
All of those.
At the same time.
And disappointed, yes.
We went to the premiere as well. It was a very interesting experience, and then saw the film and laughed.
I didn't see the film. Was Six Underground in it, or was it just all
Oh,
the
it's
soundtrack?
very much so. It was in the love
Slap bang in the
scene.
middle.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
spot
kind of
on.
cool because a lot of times people are on the soundtrack, but they hear the tail end of the song during the credits or something like that.
This is the most important bit where Val and Elizabeth Shue got it
on.
Oh, really?
And which is a bizarre tune to get on with, but
well,
at least they did the biz.
Some people find
they
it
did the
sexy,
biz.
I don't know.
And how did that come about?
Well, them did the biz. Attraction, I don't know.
No.
No, it was in the script. No, all right, please. Oh, Liam,
Sorry,
you're
we're
such a
difficult.
troublemaker. Oh, I bet your folks are glad you're out of the country. What? They are, and they're related. They throw parties. I can laugh. But no, I mean, did who heard the song? And
Val Kilmer and the director's daughter, Philip Troyce.
Really?
Director, his daughter heard the tune, and Val Kilmer liked the tune, and somehow, as a kind of bizarre kind of thing, they all liked it, and we commissioned to do the that tune. So
commissioned.
Well, it was already done.
Well, you'd already done the. Did you do a version of it, or?
No, it was just they just.
No, they just asked us if they could use it. We said yes.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, the director's really nice guy.
Do you make good money from that?
I don't know.
Don't know yet.
Have we seen any? Well,
Seen sod all.
we haven't even been back to England since that.
Oh, it's probably a huge sack of gold waiting for you upon your
Probably
return.
not, the way
And,
things work in the
The
music
government is probably taking 85-90% of that by now. Diana, 19.
Hello, Sneaker Pimps.
Yo, Diana.
Hello, darling.
I'm such a huge fan of yours.
Thank you.
I saw you guys play last Saturday. And you guys,
in LA.
yeah, and you guys kicked ass.
Oh.
Thank you.
So short. Why was
I know.
I know.
And
Well,
she can't really
We're
come
very
any
lazy.
bigger.
very lazy?
Yeah, that's what it's
Kelly, girl, you're so awesome. I love your voice.
Thank you very much.
And Liam and Chris, you guys are drop-dead gorgeous.
Oh, don't tell them that, for God's sake.
I can't believe you're appeased.
Where were your seats, Diana? Because
I was like right up in front of you.
oh, okay. And I'm just please. I kid. That's my job.
Were you one of the girls touching my feet?
No, I
that was LA.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to touch Liam's feet. No.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't actually feel it, but that's quite nice of you to say that.
I was wondering, Liam and Chris, I know you guys write most of the songs. I was wondering how you
We
guys
did,
come
yes.
up with the lyrics, because they're so great. I mean, you know.
I don't know, years of being obsessed and
I'm not being obsessed.
depressed.
No, they were obsessed and depressed.
That's the answer.
I mean, Liam, was your breakup with Chris's sister that harsh that you...
Hey, that was a good one. Very, very
Oh, well
very
picked up on.
observant.
Wow.
A lot of insight for a 19-year-old.
I have to admit that yes, some of the sentiments from the album have actually come from the split of me and
really?
Chris's sister, but of course I wouldn't like to make that a theme at all.
All right, but it's only natural to write about whatever you're experiencing.
Yeah, it's like having a
Oh, that's one of the words you're not supposed to say, isn't it?
Yeah, there's the S word and the F word, as we like to call it.
So we've had both of those tonight.
I know.
Let's
And
have some more, shall we?
it's thoroughly... I do not condemn you for using these words, Liam, for a couple of reasons. One is you're drunk, but two is I know it's confusing because we live in this society where we can sit here and debate over the vagina for 20 minutes. That's the only other one you can't use besides the S word and the F word. But the point is...
buttons saying that we're not on air.
What? Did you see me move?
I think you're pressing buttons.
I don't know how this stuff works. The point is this. You have a very graphic argument about very graphic subjects, but if you use the right word to describe the subject, that has to be dumped out and can't go over the air, which is a bizarre ritual, but yet this is the society we live in. And now, in England, is it this way?
No,
not really. Not quite. Not quite as obsessive.
Not really. The thing with England is I think you have a very kind of even distribution of ethics, and people don't shoot people often, and things are fairly kind of balanced.
Can you hear profanity over the radio, for instance?
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah, I mean, after like 9 o'clock or something.
Except for when they're talking about gardening, there's not much cause for the F word.
There is a watershed at 9:30, and you can say F and C.
You take the effing bulbs and you plant them.
Those C's.
All right.
But at least in England, you kind of have a distribution of ethics. Whereas in
sort
America,
of hierarchy of swear words as well.
It's like you can shoot the F out of people.
Right.
And I mean, like just now, we kind of drive around LA and like people are being shot and stuff.
Right.
And you can't say F or C or smoke pot.
Yeah,
it's like in England you can do all those things, but you can't shoot people. And I'd rather live.
Well, I mean, it's not like you can't shoot people here.
It's not like you
People
can
just do
shoot people.
Oh yes, let me just say this: if you do shoot someone and you're caught, you will do 6 months in prison here. Let me say that. We do not
if you smoke pot.
We do not condone this, but yes, you will do if you're selling peyote to Grateful Dead concert. You'll be in for the rest of your life. That's the beauty of this society.
We better stop doing that then,
really,
kids.
really bizarre.
Absolutely. And we talk about that hypocrisy on a nightly basis here on LoveLine. All right, we have to go to another break. We will be back. Drew, sell the hell out of the next call so people know you're here.
All right, Stephanie wants to introduce her...
Hey, Drew, a broken shell of a radio broadcaster.
Dr. Drew, we've got to call him now, I'm afraid.
Wants to introduce
can't get it up. No panel.
Her girlfriend to her mom.
All right.
Back to that issue again.
All right, this should be good.
All of my most sensitive areas were inflamed.
Really? LoveLine will be right back to deal with inflamed, sensitive areas.
Sorry. Here, use this. Here.
We picked quite an evening. There it is. Hold on. My mic's working now. All right. Hold on. All right. Drew, you use my mic because you don't need a mic. All right. This is horrible now. Hold on. Let me try this one more time. Test 1 2. Hold on. Test 1 2. Oh, the gods are mocking us tonight. Wait a minute.
Are you missing something?
I know. I'll try this one. All right.
Look at the bottom of the mic. You're missing something.
I'm missing pieces from the mic. All right. There's very ironic that tonight was the night that engineer Mike told me to stop railing on Westwood 1. All right. Now Mike's having a fit over here. All right. Let's all just relax for just one moment. Can't we all just get along? All right, here's what's here's the latest predicament here. The Sneaker Pimps are here tonight. My new favorite band, by the way. I enjoy the Sneaker Pimps. They come in here, they're lively. Now, Liam has...
He's smashing up the room.
Engineer Mike had a puss on today when I came in, and things have gone from bad to worse. Okay. Here's what's going on. Liam has had a few glasses of red wine. We had an interesting debate earlier on in the evening involving marijuana and whatnot. All basically in good fun.
Yeah.
Liam has become a bit...
monster?
Yeah. Well, listen, I don't want to say anything bad about the guy. He's a great guy, I'm sure, but he's become a little upset over the prediction. I can't think with Engineer Mike hovering over my head. There's 6 foot of cord here. The point is Chris and Liam were arguing during the break. Liam got up and left the studio, and I'm not sure where Liam is at this point, but that's all right. We have Chris and Kelly here from the Sneaker Pimps. All right, and Drew has no mic, but
that's
so
the way
be
we
it.
like it.
It's probably right. And if his mic had crapped out a half hour ago, maybe Liam would still be here.
Right.
All right.
Oh, God.
All right. Now.
I have to do with why you left.
It was good one. It lasted, Chris.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. See you
just me
later.
and you now, Cal.
All right.
I left you with these guys for 5 minutes.
It wasn't me, was it? Test 1, 2. All right. My mic's on.
5 minutes after I left. 4 minutes. I left the studio for 4 minutes and come back and there's practically fist fight going on in here.
Listen, I just sat here like a
what did you say? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I didn't fan the flames at all. It was Chris and Liam were having a bit of a philosophical discussion that escalated into a shouting match. That's all. All right, but Liam.
Where are you, Liam?
Yeah, make sure he's not. He's probably out defecating on my car.
Smashing it up or
all right, go talk to Liam and get him back in here. We need to settle this. Anyway. Should we go to the phone calls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although, do you really want to take this one without Liam here? It won't be quite as fun.
Yeah, get Liam back. Tell him we got to... Brett, go get Liam.
Go on, this is good radio.
He's a drunken English guy in the parking lot. Okay, Lisa went and got him. All right, because we have a call that's going to be good for him. Jason, 14.
Hi.
We have 2 sneakers here, but we're missing the pimp.
Hey, Adam, you're great, man.
Thank you.
Screw everyone who says you suck and everything. You're just...
Really? Is it that many people? I thought it was only a handful of troublemakers.
You can't screw everyone that says that. I'll never finish.
I'll get crabs.
Jason, what's going on?
I went to a camp and I cheated on my girlfriend. And she found out before I could tell her, and I feel really bad.
Were you going to tell her, or did she just find out?
No, I was going to tell her.
I
was about to, and then she told me.
How long had it been between the time that you cheated and the time you were going to tell her?
It has been about 3 days.
How did she find out so quickly?
I don't know. Someone at school must have told her.
And you're 14.
Yeah.
And how much cheating was going on at 14?
Well, I slept with someone at camp.
Really?
How long have you been seeing this girl?
The one I'm going out with?
Yeah.
I've seen her for about 8 months.
Did you use something, first off, the most important thing? Did you use a condom?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
I did.
Good for you, man.
You're a saint. You should be canonized. All right, so now she's not talking to you?
No.
Good. Yes, there are consequences to screwing around on your girlfriend, gents.
Chris knows them all.
I know them all. I've been through it all. Believe me.
No, but I feel really bad, and I've tried to kill myself twice now.
Oh, really?
What have you done? What have you done?
I tried jumping off something at a nearby park.
Mm-hmm.
Swings don't do it. It's got to be higher than that.
Yeah, getting up to the slide.
And I tried hanging myself.
And are people aware that you've done this?
Only my best friend.
And is this all over her?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know what I'm saying, Jason? I understand you being upset. I understand that she's important to you. But the fact that you went out with her for 8 months and screwed around with her, first time you got outdoors with another woman, says that maybe she wasn't quite as important as you're making her out to be.
Why are losses so profoundly impactful on you?
I don't know.
What happened in your past?
Well, my dad was major drug use.
Okay.
And he wasn't really around, and he isn't. And the only role model I have is my uncle.
All right. And when he was around, what was your dad like?
Well, when he was around, my mom got divorced because he got sick of him lying.
Yeah.
And so like, when he got a new girlfriend, he just sort of turned into what he thought she would like.
All right, so let me venture to make a little hypothesis on your behalf here, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
You come from a pretty screwed up environment. You got yourself into a good, strong relationship, and because you don't know what it's like to be in a good, healthy relationship, you went out and sabotaged it by cheating.
Mm-hmm. Basically, yeah.
All right. Well, you sound like a fairly intelligent guy, especially for 14.
Have you been depressed before this happened?
Well, mainly because my big brother left when he was 16 and sued me for physical abuse.
Sued you for physical abuse?
Sued me for physical abuse.
All right. So it's a real chaotic,
and it's
violent.
The biggest impact on my little brothers. And
Liam's suing Dr. Drew, coincidentally, for verbal abuse. He's suing in a lawyer's office right now. Chris is being named
Jason,
to the suit as well.
Have you had any psychiatric care in the past?
No.
All right. It's time to get some help, really. I mean, your life is in jeopardy. It sounds like you've had some pretty serious planning and attempts at harming yourself, and it's not about this girl. I mean, whatever has happened as a result of losing this girl has sort of cracked open all the other stuff that's waiting to come out, and it's unmanageable, and you're becoming really depressed. I would like to touch Jason off the air a little bit. Somebody see if we can get him some help.
Stop trying to kill yourself, though, because it's going to make things much worse for you.
Well, 14-year-olds think they have a magical way of thinking that it's sort of a sense that they're going to be on the other side of something when they kill themselves.
I know. I was 14. Yeah. And I used to pretend to try and kill myself, but I never really wanted to kill myself. But in just thinking that I did, I made things a lot worse.
But I suspect you came from a less traumatic background than this.
You suspect wrong, my friend, but...
Oh, really?
But I'm not talking about me anyway. I just think you should stop sort of thinking that way.
What are you guys doing tomorrow night?
Do you want to come out to a strip joint with us?
Going to Phoenix.
I really would.
What are you doing?
We got to get the Sneaker Pimps back on the show for part 2 because there's the whole Liam incident that we have to sort through. We got to get into Kelly's past with God knows
what. A past?
Go and find him, see if he needs a fight or something.
Is that the P word?
Chris and I have to rehearse because we're starting our own. We got our own side project going now.
We got your royal bag.
But somebody like Jason,
all right, you'll talk. Oh,
I mean, his life is in jeopardy.
And you will talk to him off the air, Stephanie. You're 19, and we have about 45 seconds for you.
45 seconds.
I'm sorry, but we got ourselves trapped here. Come on, get Liam in here to talk about this. Now, you want to introduce your girlfriend to your mom.
Well, she's like on my back about it.
And she doesn't know you're gay?
My mother, no.
No, but she's going to find out.
Yeah.
But your girlfriend is the one insisting upon this.
Yeah.
Or prove how much you love me.
Yeah.
Right. And you don't want to do it?
Well, I'm not sure. My mother is a very conservative woman.
All right, here's the deal, Stephanie. Thank God I'm such a sage that I can offer up fantastic advice in under 20 seconds. This is no different than anything else. If she is forcing you, the girlfriend, to do something that you're not comfortable with, thinking it's going to prove your love, it ultimately is going to make you resent your girlfriend for making you feel uncomfortable. It is the same argument I use when guys are constantly hounding their women for sex. Yes, you may get sex one night when she's tired of arguing with you. The next morning, she's going to
cucumber up your ass.
You're going to have a cucumber up your ass.
More on part 2.
Meanwhile, as the faceless evil closes in on the hapless, sleeping populace. Across town in a shanty one-bedroom, an old woman feeds her parakeet.
Come on, Chirpy, have some cheese. You love cheese. Since when are you afraid of cheese?
LoveLine will be right back.
We got to turn snacking into a effing sport. All right, everyone's shooting attitude around here.
And that's just you and me now. You've cleared the studio, Adam. What did you do? It's a full moon. What did you do?
I just got shot some attitude from the Sneaker Pimps record rep. I couldn't remember her name. Go get Chris and Kelly. I said, are you talking to me? I got a name. All right, Kelly, come on. Come in here. Say bye to America, please.
Oh, okay then.
Right.
See you later then.
Did you skip to the loo?
I did.
You're back.
In an all glorious way. Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Chris is out there trying to... Have we found Liam?
You found Liam?
No, I don't know. Have we?
No, I think he's been gunned down by some madman.
It's funny. I said, have we found Liam? And you're thinking of the Queen saying, like, we are not amused.
Yeah.
No, we, meaning us, and no.
Darling,
Haven't.
yes.
No. Okay.
No.
We hope that he's safe. Otherwise, we're going to need to get someone else to play the keyboards in the band.
Yeah. Any offers?
All right. Hey, listen, please enjoy the Sneaker Pimps' current CD, Becoming X. It may be their last.
Because of you, lot.
This is the undoing of the band. Go out and get it. They're great and great fun, too. And we leave you an open invitation.
Thanks a lot.
You may come back anytime. Right. It was the fastest 2 hours in radio, and there's so much...
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed herein are certainly opinions, that's for sure.
If you'd like a written transcript of today's program, you probably should have written it down yourself. And if you did, we'd like a copy.
LoveLine producer Ann Wilkins.
This broadcast was copyright 1997 Westwood One Entertainment. This music is MXPX on Tooth and Nail Records.
Sit, Obo. Obo, stop dragging your butt across the carpet.